Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited to say we are finally doing DIY boho decor again. So I'm really excited to share these with you. These were actually pretty simple to make and I think they turned out great. You be the judge though. And if at any point you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. But without further ado, let's get it. Okay, so for this first craft, we're going to be using floral wire to make the moon. I started by unrolling a certain amount of the wire and then started bending it accordingly. Honestly, you can use any type of wire for this project, but I use floral wire just because I could find it at Dollar Tree and it's actually really easy to use. It took me a while to kind of get that perfect crescent shape, so in that time frame I went from a weird looking Pac-Man to an odd shaped banana before I actually landed on a crescent shape of a moon that I actually liked. But once I did have that perfect shape, I cut it and moved on to gluing it together. So I ended up using super glue, metal bonding super glue, in order to adhere these two pieces together. Now I've used this super glue before in other projects, but I will let you know that the dry time is kind of long, so just keep that in mind. Next up, I'm just using macrame scraps that I had on hand in order to make the fringe for the moon. And if you don't have macrame cord, I would suggest using yarn. You can actually find yarn at Dollar Tree as well. So as you can see here, I'm just taking the folded piece of macrame cord and looping it through itself together. So I'm creating a U shape and threading those end pieces through in order to kind of adhere it to the moon shape. And I just completed this process up to the base of the moon to where I felt like it was a good stopping point. I really liked this detailing part of it, but I thought it was just weird with having them all the same length. So I ended up going back in and kind of cutting them in an angle where the longest part was actually in the middle and then going shorter towards the ends. After that, it was time to move on to wrapping the macrame cord around the frame itself. So as you can see here in these clips, what I basically did is just did a line of glue and then wrapped my macrame cord around it relatively quickly so that it was all just glued down. I felt like this was the best approach just to make sure that there was no point in which it could probably come up and unravel, so I made sure that I kind of glued down every single piece as I wrapped it. Next, I wanted to add a little bit more of a visual interest to it, so I decided to use these beads in order to create some more definition. Funny enough, this is actually from my daughter's jewelry making kit, but you can find tons of beads at Dollar Tree as well. So I ended up using just thin jewelry wire and then threaded the beads through and bent it at the bottom to make sure that it wouldn't fall off. So I created 3 of these in total, 2 of which are exactly the same, and then the middle one that's actually going to go in the middle, it has a little bit of a different design. So in order to hide that wire, I just decided to use scrap macrame cord and kind of glue it over the wire itself. This just made it easier to kind of hide that while maintaining that look that I wanted. So I repeated this for the remaining 2 strings that I had, and then I made sure that my middle piece was actually a lot longer than the 2 outer ones because I did want that design difference. And so after that, I just positioned them where I wanted to glue them down before actually committing to it. So as you can see here, I kind of just put glue down and then bent the wire over it. Lastly, I just took some fairy lights from Dollar Tree and wrapped it around the frame, and I loved how this one turned out. Okay, so for this next project, you need one of these wooden wreaths. I was honestly so glad to find a use for this wreath because I have so many of them lying around. But as you can see here, I'm just taking the wreath apart, trying to keep the long pieces together as much as possible, and then I soaked it in hot water for 30 minutes before moving on to the next step. So because they soaked for so long, I can actually now bend them into any shape that I want. So I'm using this can here to kind of help me retain that loop shape for my design. And I didn't have any rubber bands, so my green hair ties made a debut for this DIY. I definitely am planning on making some recreations of this, but I will say that definitely make sure you have more loops than you actually think you need just for the purpose of your design, because some of mine broke and as a result my little design is a little sparse. So in an attempt to reuse what I already had, I tried to break out this mirror from this little frame. It did not work out. So I quickly ran to the Dollar Tree and got this mirrored candle holder instead. And honestly, I preferred using this because this was a lot thicker. So I took off everything on the back side of the mirror, and then I ended up using some leftover wood and bent it and shaped it around the edge of the mirror. I'm really glad that I kind of went ahead with this detailing because I think it just gave it a more polished look. Also, because it was still wet wood, I did have to hold it a little bit longer in place just for it to dry. Next, it was time to assemble the petals onto the mirror itself. So I waited a full 24 hours before doing this next step just to make sure that everything was indeed dry. I laid it out the way I wanted to glue it down, and then slowly one by one just glued it down to the back of the mirror. I just ended up trimming the pieces where I needed to, and it actually retained its shape very well, so I had no issues with it kind of wanting to go back into a different state. But honestly, this one was so easy and I really loved this design. I plan on making it again and kind of doing different design elements just to kind of see what I can come up with. So obviously a very simple design but so impactful, and I decided actually to add raffia towards the edge of the mirror on the front as well, just to give it a little bit more of a detail. And the last step, of course, is just to make sure that you put some mounting hardware on it just so you can hang it up and show it off. And just for $2, you got yourself a showstopper. Alright guys, that is it for the DIY boho decor, but thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Also, if you're new here and you haven't subscribed yet, of course, if I pass that vibe check for you, definitely make sure you're subscribed and hit the little notification bell so you're in the know when I post again. Oh, also, I want to say thank you so much for getting me to my first milestone on YouTube of 100 subscribers. Thank you. Honestly, I thought I'd be doing this video for the 4 family members that I know watch every time I post. So knowing that there's more than just the people that I know that are watching these videos is really amazing. You have no idea how much that means to me, so I want to say from the bottom of my heart, thank you. Thank you so much for tuning in. As always, you guys are amazing and I can't say enough about you. So I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys!